they saying that Roach and Gervonta Davis rematch could be June 21st in Las Vegas. But first, talk about Shakur Stevenson wins Zepeda. De La Hoya said they want to look to do that fight. I believe he said at the end of summer. So it sounds like they finally gonna go through with the fight. Let's talk about it. Check out the Box Room playlist. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. I don't really care for Shakur and Zepeda. You know, Shakur chasing that fight like it's gonna do something for him. I mean, one thing it will do for him, it give him a guy that throw a lot of punches. Give him an opportunity to showcase more of his offensive talent. Because Zapeda throw punches, Shakur gonna have to move his hands too. But I mean, I don't give a fuck about that fight no more. For what? It was never a big fight to begin with. It's not a fight that's gonna take Shakur to the next level in popularity. It may. Let me say that if it's turned into a shootout, it may change the perception. But as far as the name brand about it, you know, I don't really like, you know. But I get it. You know, it's a name. He feel like he can prove himself. And I don't think anybody's doubting him that he can beat William Zepeda. I think that's the issue. But I think Zepeda could win the fight. He got to not respect Shakur Stevenson. He got to just, you know, take away his airspace. You know, there's so much they can show him how to use that actual skill set that he got. How to keep his head off the line. How to use the jab and get off that line. If he is, you know, it's a lot of these fighters fight with this wide base. It doesn't allow you to laterally move the way you want to laterally move. Everybody punching for power. Ain't nobody, you know, trying to punch and find angles no more. You know, ain't nobody really trying to maneuver or, you know, a lot of everybody got this wide base. You got that wide base, bro. It's gonna be hard. It's hard. It's hard to be a guy like Pacquiao with a wide base. That's the crazy thing about it. Like, then you got a wide base. You don't utilize your jab. You know, it just. Say it again. I said it before. I said it again. Mexicans just don't like using their jab. You know, everybody talk about the lost art of body punching in boxing, but the lost art of jabbing. I mean, any aspect of boxing, any style you got, you should jab. Whether it's brawling, whether it's boxing, whether it's being slick and hitting, don't get hit, countering, defensively, you know, you got to jab. I just don't see a lot of these guys utilizing the jab enough. You know what I'm saying? A jab, you can go to the top of the mountain with a jab. Ask Larry Holmes. So I don't see a lot of these guys jabbing enough, in my opinion. That's my big thing about it. A lot of these guys ain't jabbing enough for my liking. But Zepeda, base too wide. You know, he bring that base in, get on his toes a little bit. Learn to get his head off that line a little bit. Jab. You know, really attack the body. It's just, we watch sports, it's just a lot that's left to be desired from the fundamental standpoint of it. Even with Shakur Stevenson. You know, he's got great defense, man. It's a lot less to be desired. He leaving too much on it. You can beat him. You can outwork him. Zepeda got a chance. He can outwork him. Don't nobody like that weak-ass style. As long as Zepeda, man, we working on jab, bringing that base in a little bit, get on my toes, jab, feinting and jabbing, and we going to get him. He knock you out. I'm going to the body. You know, and if the reason he going to get ate up, no Diddy, no Harvey Weinstein, no Kevin Spacey by Shakur, his space too wide and he come in on the line. If he learned to really come in, you know, and then step over and find the angle, run them combinations, you know, swim over or step over, that's how you beat a guy like Shakur Stevenson. Everybody coming at him straight ahead. He can see everything you coming. But if you jabbing and you stepping up, you roll up under that, come with another body shot, you start using them angles, you could beat him. He ain't that good. You know, I keep telling y'all that. That motherfucker ain't that good. Of course, y'all can't hit him because y'all all coming straight on that line. Use your jab. Roll, you know, get your head off the line, hit that body, and work up and down. Come in with that jab, and then when he get used to you come with that jab, then you can hit him over the top with something. But it's just so many guys got the same guy. I'm going to come in, I'm going to hunt, press him. He prepared for that. You push him back on the straight line, that's what he prepared for. But if you throwing a jab and then you use an angle and you come around, like I'm telling you, Zapeda can out hustle him because nobody like him. So you are, a lot of times, depending where they fighting at, nobody like him. So you can out hustle him, but if you're gonna come off balance, wide legs, and you're gonna be putting all your weight off your front foot, you're gonna have your head out in front of your front knee, you're gonna just get beat up. I don't understand why a guy like Zepeda don't jab his way in. You look at Monkey, that motherfucker refused to use a jab. I don't know why Mexican fighters don't use a jab. Them motherfuckers use a lead hook before they use a jab. That's one of the greatest mysteries in history. Why don't motherfuckers don't use a jab? Zapeda, he learned to jab his way. He ain't be a bad motherfucker, bro. Clean up some other stuff, but he got bad balance. All his weight be over his front leg. Leave his face out the hit. Shakur Stevenson is probably gonna have fun with him. But yeah, they saying that it's a rumor that Gervonta Davis and Lamont Roach could fight June 21st in Las Vegas. I mean, shit, it is what it is. That'd be a good little fight for somebody to go out to, want to go to Vegas. You know what I'm saying? They gonna turn up Vegas. Surprised the Barclays ain't trying to have it back there in the summertime. Vegas probably was like, we want that fight. A lot of controversy. Maybe Roach was like, I don't want to deal with the New York State Athletic Commission no more. And everybody see. It's funny how when it's you or when it's them or it's their favorite fighters, get over it, live with it. That's the kind of the narrative. Get over it, live with it. You know what I'm saying? That's funny how that's kind of the narrative. You'll be alright. Whatever. But then when they're on the bad side of a decision or whatever, it's oh, this is unfair. This is injustice. Like I said before, I'd be killing me about people. That's why, a lot of people don't take mercy on people. Oh, have mercy on me. Like, nah, because if I was in this position, you would have no mercy on me. When Lamont Roach got cheated, oh man, so what? If they go back and rule that, Tank would have fought different if it was a knock. That motherfucker had 12 rounds to fight different. That's when people try to preach to me, oh, this was right, this was wrong, or this is the man. I ain't trying to hear that bullshit. They took that fight from that boy. Regardless of what happened in the second fight, they took it from him. Regardless of what happened in that fight, they took it from him. And this is what happened when you don't have a big promoter, when you're not the favorite in boxing. You ain't the biggest puncher in boxing. Why even compete? Why not just go a different route? It don't make sense. They took it from him. And Tank should be a fucking shame. He should be ashamed. They took that fight from him. But, the question is, Lamont Roach being on these different shows, getting this notoriety, he gonna let it go to his head? That's the question. He gonna let this shit go to his head? That's a great question. Is Lamont Roach gonna let this win go to his head? Song by Brand Nubian, don't let it go to your head now. It's a great question. Great question. Is he gonna remain? What Future say? I only can hope that I can remain humble. Then Future say that? I only can hope that I can remain humble. Is he gonna remain humble? Is he gonna get big headed? Is he gonna come in shape for the next fight? A lot of these dudes get this stuff like this, get that notoriety, and then they start acting different. And he gonna start telling his people, "Hey, pick all the red Skittles. I only want to eat red Skittles." What be killing me? I remember he was on. I feel he was on some podcast. They was asking you, "Did you watch tape?" He was like, "No, I watched a little tape. My pops watched tape." Why don't y'all fighters watch tape? That's what I understand. Have y'all noticed that? You got football players say, "I don't like watching tape." Kyler Murray had to pay him to watch tape or take his money away for watch tape. This is wild to me. How can you not study an opponent yourself? Everybody sees something different. The trainers see it differently. The second in command see it differently. The fans see it differently. The fighters see something differently. You as a fighter should always come prepared. And miss me with that every fighter's different bullshit. Every fighter got tendencies. Floyd say, "Oh, everybody do. I don't watch tape." Now everybody else say they don't watch tape. As an athlete, you should always study. There may be some things that you may not have seen in a fight, that opportunities you should get. You should study yourself. So when fighters say, "Well, I don't really watch tape," red flag. Red flag. You should always watch tape. You should watch yourself. You should watch your opponents. You should watch your peers. You know, that's one thing about T.O. We could talk a lot of shit about T.O. T.O. watched boxing. T.O. studied the sport. T.O. studied the sport. He might study Negroes, but he studied the sport. He might study those monkeys he call us monkeys, but he studied the sport, and a lot of these dudes don't. They're not historians, they not students of the game. These motherfuckers just come to get their check. Them people at the work that do enough not to get fired. They just come pick up their check. But hey, thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. The subscribe button is the bell icon button. Hit all notifications, increase your chance to get notifications. We go live or drop video. Financially, you want to support the channel, Cash App, $CJ Good 313, Venmo CJ Good 313, PayPal link description. Appreciate the love and support. Peace.